don't even know when this light got turned on.
I don't know how you turn it on.
But one thing that I know for sure is that this isn't possible in Georgia.
Jumping in the car to run to the beach real quick?
An impromptu beach run.
Yeah, definitely not. Well, it is possible in Georgia, but you have to live in the Georgia coast.
On
the Georgia coast.
Which would then put you on Tybee, Jekyll.
Does Savannah count?
Nope.
No, right?
No beach.
No beach. I don't know enough about the Georgia coastline to name any more cities. I know there's more.
Maybe one of the bigger regrets is, depending on what part of Florida you move to, you miss out on SEC football. Because it's not really like crazy popular here.
No.
There's no home team. We're in the middle of every Florida team. Auburn, Alabama, Georgia. But hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. It is me, Kevin, and
Michelle.
And we are headed to the beach. We'll be there in roughly 90 seconds, or maybe, I don't know, 3 minutes. But we'll be there soon. You just said that the downside to this video, or at least today, or us going to make it before sunset, as we're trying to capture as much brightness and daylight as possible, is that there's no sunset today.
Because there's no sun. It's overcast.
So there's one in the column for Florida regrets. Now, even though we don't necessarily have a sunset, we do have wind. We do have some old B-roll footage from a day when we did have sun at the beach. So we'll play that. Play that now. Do the thing.
What thing?
The snap for the transition.
I can't. There was no snap there.
All right, wait. That snap didn't work. Try it again.
Oh,
too close.
Wait, okay. Wait, what am I doing? Am I messing it up?
You're good, you're good.
Okay.
All right. So, the hell? My screen glitched for a second. So, look at this guy. Oh, that's just a regular private
plane,
jet.
Yeah.
Private plane or private jet? No, that's a propeller. That's a front. Oh, is that Army?
Whatever, yeah.
Or Blue Angel? Is that Blue Angel?
No. Blue Angels, you would know.
Which way you want to go?
If you go this way, we're going into the wind. So that might be better for the microphone.
Doesn't matter.
Works for my eyeballs. Go right.
All right, so not too long ago, I put together a video where I was actually talking about everybody leaving Florida. Now, I did make sure to clarify in the beginning of that video, which I needed to clarify in this video, completely separate clarification, is that we're running a GoPro Hero 11 Black, so you're probably gonna hear the water, opposed to us running our DJI mics. So there's that. Do you want to switch sides?
No, but I'm gonna make you take a picture of me while you're holding your camera. Hold on. Wait.
Wait, how are you gonna get?
I don't know. I don't care about the camera.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I just wanted the waves behind us. That was it.
So, selfie time. Let me see the picture.
It's not a good one. Because my headband's all weird looking. But you look great. I love it.
So, I needed to clarify that when I say people are leaving Florida at the time, and still now today, people leaving Florida is the same as people coming to Florida. Just like when we left Georgia to come to Florida, you could say people were leaving Georgia.
Yeah. As
we were going to Florida and vice versa. So odds are the Florida population is going to continue. I'm trying to slow down and walk with you.
Well, I'm trying to go slow for you.
I feel like I'm lagging, like you're, yeah.
Well, I don't want to be right next to you. I need to be kind of sort of staggered, shoulder staggered. So I'm trying to go to your pace. So
I'm pretty sure that Florida's population is going to continue to tick up more so than other states. We know statistically that Florida is getting more inbound traffic than outbound traffic. U-Haul has reported this. Real estate agent professionals have reported this. The only Chris Igo one, the only real estate YouTube channel you need to watch has shared this information. And it's just math. It's just trends. It's just stats. People are evacuating. They are fleeing California and New York and some of these other states that aren't necessarily as desirable or beneficial or enticing enough to live in anymore, and they're coming to Florida. Now granted, Florida did see a huge influx because of the pandemic and it being open and people being able to work remotely and work from home.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a huge bump. But again, clarify, as I say, people are leaving, people are also coming in.
Yeah.
I would be willing to bet, and this is a tough one, I don't even know if it's anywhere near accurate. There's more people leaving Florida because they can't afford it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Than people coming in because they are in abundance, flush with cash.
So what I have noticed in comments, at least over on my channel, is that the people that are saying they're leaving Florida and are glad they're leaving Florida, they are older and they are on a limited budget that they can no longer sustain the life they had here in Florida with the rent prices or the
older folks probably are stuck in these condos.
Yeah.
And they're getting hit with these assessments and the insurance.
Yeah. So I think you have younger people that are coming in, one, because younger people have no problem with like 5 or 6 friends living together in a condo or in a house or whatever else, and, you know, pulling their monthly whatever. It's not families. I think they're moving here mostly. I do think it's younger crowds who want to live that Florida life, wherever part of Florida that is. And I think it's the older crowds that are moving out due to the prices of things now.
And then also, if you think about it from the standpoint of a fixed income, retirement, Social Security, that cost of living adjustment, they don't base it on where you live. And, you know, it's based on some arbitrary calculation of some manipulated and fudged numbers to determine how much they're gonna potentially shell out. And then, you know, maybe even one day you get the surprise letter in the mail that you owe them because they paid you too much.
There's people on the roof.
There's people.
See that?
Oh.
You see them?
Yeah.
2 people on the roof.
Is this one of the one? Oh, this is the one they just painted.
That's the one they just painted, yeah.
That one's Westgate or something?
Yeah, Gulfgate.
Gulfgate.
Yeah.
So, if you would, please, my lovely assistant here, pull up my video. We regret moving to Florida.
On
main channel.
Okay.
It's the Jeep, red letters. Maybe a month old, maybe. But anyway, as she's pulling that up, the reason why I want to pull this video up is because 2 reasons. One, I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to you guys about Florida What's so
How
funny?
did I miss the one where you went gray beard?
That's my retirement video. You probably saw it and you were like, I don't know who that is. You probably saw it, you're like, this clickbait. This
No,
clickbait.
I'm thinking if you could hurry up and go ahead and age on up.
So who's the guy that holds the camera in front of his eye while he records in the mirror?
I don't know his name.
Oh shit.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know
Alright.
his name.
Hang on, I gotta pull him up. Because I think I watched him today, so I should have his name in my history. And it is, let's see here. His name is Jordan. Is that right?
I've never seen him on YouTube. I've
It's
only seen him.
When you pull up a short, it says your YouTube handle. It doesn't say your YouTube name. So it said Jordan the Stallion. I'm like, that doesn't sound
That
right.
doesn't sound right.
But it's Jordan Howlett.
And I've only seen him on Facebook Reels. I've never seen him on YouTube.
So he's got almost 4 million subs on YouTube.
Well, yeah, because he's funny the way he does things. And he's also informative, too, on some things, I've noticed.
And he's very soft-spoken.
Yes.
Now, one of these videos, he said that he was approached for a deal with Just for Men. And they were like, how do you keep your hair from going gray? He's like, dude, I'm 26 years old. He goes, since I was 18, I had to try to convince people that I wasn't in my mid-40s.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known he was in his 20s. I would have thought he was older.
So maybe Just for Men, if you want to hit me up, we could work a deal. But
Oh, here we go. This one.
here's the roofers on the roof.
That one.
There was actually, yeah, that one.
Okay.
I watched the video today. When you bring your dad to career day and your dad's a roofer, it was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
So I clicked on the video. What would you like?
All right, comments.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna go through the comments. So I want to talk to you guys. Number one, about Florida, whether you live here, whether you don't, whether you did, whether you want to, whatever. And this is not what.
The sun's trying to peek through right there. It's trying so hard, just right there. It's the only spot in the sky, except for right there, that you can see a little bit of sunlight. Yeah.
So that's this. We did a live stream sunset walk one time.
Uh-huh, that was fun. I enjoyed that. But
I don't
I'm
know
just curious.
what they're doing.
Look, they're out there having lovey-dovey time. Lovey-dovey. You got white buoys out there. I guess that's the
Somebody said go forward.
out into the
south.
ocean.
That was pretty cool. It was a little interactive. People got to vote
Yeah,
which way we were going to go.
don't step in that hole.
But yeah. So this is just, you know, honest comment, feedback, review, reaction, and trying to stimulate more engagement. So feel free, but let's be respectful. Let's try not to be extremely negative. Let's try not to be hateful towards others. We can have this debate and discussion amicably as adults.
I thought
right?
the orange ladder over there was falling, but the guy was moving it. But I thought it was falling, and I was like, "Well, they're stuck on the roof for life." There's other ladders.
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm not getting off that metal roof onto that ladder.
No.
Over the eave, over the
No,
gutter.
not at that
Like,
angle.
yeah. And even that ladder,
The end.
that one, you know, there's some people out there like, yeah, as long as the ladder barely crosses over the eave, they're like, yeah, you're good. I'm like, how about you let me get 3 rungs?
Yeah, please.
But
So I got your comments.
so yeah, so I just wanted to kind of go through the comments.
Okay.
And number 2 was that YouTube started pushing this video again. Or maybe they've always been pushing this video in the background. I just haven't really noticed it. So I don't want to leave folks hanging by not having these conversations about Florida, the possible potential regrets of Florida, and what you guys have been saying. So
Would you like the most random comment though from me right now currently? This is the flattest this sand has ever been the whole way. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like super pressed.
well,
I'm guessing because of how windy it's been and then the rain the last couple days. But for it to be this pressed all the way up is not normal.
well, there aren't that many people out here messing with it either. Maybe.
I don't know. I just noticed this. It's never been this easy to walk this far up onto the beach.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This has been a pretty easy walk.
Yeah. All right. So the first comment, the top comment technically, says, if you can't handle living in Florida, definitely move. We aren't hurting for people.
Now, I don't know exactly who this was directed towards, but maybe if it was directed towards me, the video started off by saying, "We regret moving to Florida." I hear this a lot. We regret moving to Florida. And I've heard this a lot lately. And I can see why moving and leaving Florida continues to be an increasingly popular search term when I look at Google Trends. However, we moved to Florida from Georgia, and my family sold almost everything we had and packed up a U-Haul trailer and headed due south. So quick update. Over here, we got the U-Haul hooked up to honestly keeping it under 60. So the gauge cluster MPG calculation, even though it was reset at the beginning of this trip, to live just a few feet away from the beautiful Gulf Coast beaches and to enjoy the amazing weather and abundant sunshine here in Florida. And I was expressing to you some of the things that people say and have been saying with all the videos floating around YouTube. We ourselves, we do not.
Not at all. Not at all do we regret being here.
Next
says, thank you for this video. I actually live in Florida and have been exploring new avenues for a new career path. It's so strange how we can miss the nose on our face when we are looking for a new breath of fresh air. It's time to create something new, not go back to what is old and limited. Thank you both for helping me breathe and see again.
Oh yeah, awesome. Absolutely. So that's probably in response to me talking about the opportunities, like literally just this opportunity here.
Yeah.
Where I was like, hey, you want to go and walk the beach? And she was like, when? And then I looked up, I was like, well, sunset's in like 40 minutes.
And I was like, all right, headphones off, computer down, the hot tea, I will warm it up when we get back.
So
yes to the beach over everything.
And you know, this was a conversation we had before, and literally the environment that inspires creativity.
Yeah.
Even if your job isn't to be on a camera and show sights and sounds around you, which maybe this spring, this summer, that will be more of what we do. But even if that's not the case, this could potentially rejuvenate you even in your regular job.
Keep talking to yourself. I need a thumbnail. Wait, I need me in the back.
She's getting a thumbnail.
Yes.
Yeah, so this could possibly even rejuvenate you in your own regular job. So it's like, you know what? I got to go to work, but on my way to work, I'm going to stop by the beach and I'm going to hear the waves. I'm going to touch the water. I'm going to put my toes in the sand and I'm going to head to work, and my day is going to be better than it would have been otherwise. Or if you work remotely and you can, the beach would be a great place to work from. I was actually thinking about putting together a complete package of what it would take to work remotely from the beach, because this one would love to be here for the majority of the day.
Yes.
Literally all day.
Yes.
And with the right shade structure, chairs, we got hot spots, and we got good battery life on our MacBooks.
And we have coolers.
Yeah, like you add in a Jackery and you could literally be out here all day.
Yeah.
If we go to Pensacola, we could bring the dog too, because they got a dog beach over there.
Yeah. You gotta get close to the water. It is crystal clear. Hey. What are you doing? Okay, you want to touch the water? Salt water feels good, where the dog scratched me with his paw and jumped all over me.
Every exit should have a sprayer, right?
We're at that house.
No, there's a whole
Yeah, that's cold. Cold when it goes up the leg. Thing. Time to pack up, put my shelves somewhere pretty, and then go get something to eat because I'm starving.
You see? Next,
Next says, I moved from New York City to North Gwinnett County, OTP, which means outside the perimeter of 285, last year. I honestly can't complain. It was the best decision we made. We're really enjoying it down here. Our family did consider Florida, as my in-laws and other various family members currently reside in South Florida, but glad we settled in Georgia. I love my 4 seasons in Georgia, which Georgia gets, minus the 2+ feet of annual snow, which I hated shoveling out of my driveway and will not miss. I feel blessed that we sold our property at the right time to get a lot more bang for our buck on our recent home purchase, less taxes too. I can manage with traffic. Lived in Brooklyn practically my entire life and always got stuck on the BQE, Cross Bronx, Belt Parkway, West Side Highway, GWB, you name it, all sucked. Nowadays, I just take the back roads listening to tunes and have no issues commuting into Metro ATL.
what did the first line say? They moved from where?
Moved from New York City to North
Gotcha.
Gwinnett County.
So, interestingly enough, same here.
Yeah.
Moved from Queens to North
Gwinnett County.
we were in Gwinnett.
Well, Gwinnett.
I was not in North Gwinnett
No,
School
not
District.
North Gwinnett. No, you're right.
I was close, but I wasn't in North
Yeah.
Gwinnett School District. And congratulations.
Yeah.
Great timing. And I feel you on the back roads. I never, ever drove in New York City. We've driven through New York State, but I've never driven in New York City.
Yeah.
And I have no desire to.
Yeah.
There's some really good roads in Georgia, depending on what you're driving. Make sure you make your way up to Helen. Make sure you make your way up to Dahlonega. Be careful up there.
Blue Ridge.
Be careful up there because I'm seeing more and more videos of cars on Tail of the Dragon, on Highway 129, upside down.
Eating it, yeah.
And they're losing it, and then they're tumbling down to the road below.
Yeah.
So be careful up there. Some crazy stuff.
I was gonna say that she's glad they moved there. I think it's a she, maybe he. They are glad they moved there because they get 4 seasons. I didn't think Florida had 4 seasons either until this winter.
Well,
and I'm like, well, no, we've got a full season going here.
I was gonna say that if this is our 4th season, I'll take it.
Yeah,
Because the days that we complain about it, it really isn't that bad.
yeah.
I have yet to put on my Patagonia this year
Here.
or this winter.
Yeah, not here anyway.
I didn't even put it on when we went to Georgia.
I thought you wore it one day here for something, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I brought it, I put it in the car, but I don't think I ever put it on.
That's true.
You know what? I did.
I was gonna say tree lighting, but that wasn't it.
Did I put it on for Halloween and just sit in the car? I don't think I did. I think I brought it
It was cold
I
for
brought it for Halloween, assuming we were going to walk around,
Yeah,
and we
that's
didn't.
true.
It's just been sitting in the car ever since.
That's true.
Next.
Next, we have been in Florida for 6 years and have no intention of leaving.
Oh, hang on. North Gwinnett. Brooklyn to North Gwinnett. Make sure you go to Peachtree Corners. Make sure you go check out
Fire and Stone Pizza.
Fire and Stone Pizza.
What's the girl's name?
And
You have her.
It's a trick.
Your
It's a trick
Venmo-
question.
Is it Venmo or Cash App?
trick question. She's like, what's her name? If I know her name, I'm in trouble.
No, because we like her. We like her. You can know her name, but we like her. If I don't like her, you know her name, then you're in trouble. But as long as we like her, it's fine.
Oh, man. All right. Let's see.
Welcome to Woman Logic.
I think it might be Cash App.
I think it was Cash App, not Venmo.
So we met her at the beginning of the pandemic. They had just opened this restaurant.
Yeah.
And we were like, hey, are y'all open to eat? And for the longest, we only knew her from her eyes up.
Yeah, because the face mask.
But I think we instantly became friends.
I don't remember if it starts with a T or a C or an S.
I don't even know how to find my history.
I don't know. I thought it went in order of when you paid people.
It might have,
Taking her out if it's been too long?
yeah.
Okay, and I didn't Cash App her, that was you. I don't remember her name, but we loved her. She had dark hair and a feisty attitude,
Yeah.
which made her great.
I don't want to guess on her name, but go to Fire and Stone
Yeah.
and honestly, they don't advertise it as New York pizza, but it's New York pizza.
It's New York pizza. It is so good.
Yeah.
All right, do you want me to go back to this comment?
Yeah.
We've been in Florida for 6 years and have no intention of leaving. We live in Marion County and it gets hotter and humid as holy hell, but love it here. Worth the extra cost we were paying to live here.
I don't know where Marion County is. I don't know where Marion County is. But
I feel like it's centrally located.
you know, so back on that Brooklyn comment, I think they said they possibly could have ended up in South Florida.
Yeah, they thought about South Florida.
And
they have family there.
So South Florida is interesting. Florida is interesting because Florida is much like, you know, New York.
Yeah.
It's not all the same. So when I say Florida, I mean where I live.
We should turn and start walking back so it's not pitch black when we get back.
So when I say Florida, I mean where we live, Destin. Therefore, it's completely different. It's drastically different than other parts of Florida. Like, I didn't want to move, nothing against these other places, but I didn't want to move to the Atlantic side. We really like the Gulf and the Gulf Shore, the Emerald Gulf Coast, and the vibe here, the pace, kind of strange, because, like, you know, we were pretty wild and we come here and it's pretty slow. But I don't think we were wild enough to live in Miami.
No.
And
not me, at least.
yeah, so, and you know, we thought Clearwater could have been an option, but
yeah,
when we went back, it was just like
it's not the same as the first Clearwater we got to visit.
Yeah,
it was way overcrowded and they've built up a whole lot and it was very sardined feeling.
Next.
All right, next says, thank you for this as I branch out to multiple streams of content and personal brand. Rebuilding in Georgia, would have loved to meet both of you before you left. If you can give any tips on Georgia areas to go to, not that, or not go to, that would be great. Moving to the middle Georgia area. I plan to own a beauty shop, exercise studio, or online and fashion designing and more. Ins and outs advice much appreciated. Big ups to you both. Very proud of the move up you guys made and are making. Be blessed, sir. Just subscribe.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. I would assume Middle Georgia is the Middle Georgia College area.
Yeah.
Sparta area, maybe.
This is Sparta.
So
you gotta.
I don't know any. I didn't really spend a lot of time.
There's not a ton in Middle Georgia.
Yeah. Which could mean that there's
really
great
opportunity.
Yeah. You know, you're not saturated with competition. Look, and the key is going to be quality and visibility. I
will tell you all day long, if you're in a tiny town that does not have a lot of stuff, a cozy coffee place would be what I would want to do personally. Because the one we went to in Moose Jaw, Canada, after we did the underground tunnel thing with the for Al Capone, I loved that little coffee shop. It had bookshelves. You could get little pastries and coffees, and it was just quaint. Now, this is off topic, but I do want to point out the size of the bugs that will hit your car while you're driving through Canada. And we have yet to come across like a car wash kind of thing. So just the guts of all these things is on there big time. I mean, whew, it's aggressive. They're stuck in like the window jams too. So we're leaving and I see this banner, Saskatchewan Festival of Words. Literally, wait, today's the 14th? Today's the 14th. And I'm like, does that mean there's a festival of books around here? If so, I must hunt it down because I need more books to read. So I need to figure out exactly what this is. So we're here to do our 1 o'clock appointment at Tunnels of Moose Jaw. That's what it's called. Inside's actually kind of nice. You guys can see here, they got a whole lot of stuff on the outside. But what's funny is when you walk up, it says now hiring bootleggers, agents, and summer students. A little difference between those three. And I love that kind of thing. I
thought you were going to say the coffee shop outside of West Glacier when we were staying in. Give me my coffee, you give me your coffee. We found it. We found it. Or it found us, one or the other. Cowgirl coffee. Energy drinks. They got little. Look. You can sit on the table if you want. The little sprinkle systems that'll squirt you the whole time.
Yeah, horrible idea. Organic espresso.
Some soaking wet cowgirls over here.
Really? whole different video. Friends don't let friends drink Starbucks. See? I told you. That's funny.
Guess we ain't friends then, because I'm drinking all I want.
You not getting this one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was about to say you have to.
Hey, look, Sasquatch and his friend, and a mountain goat. Who's on staff today? Michaela, Jazzy, Cassidy, Sydney, Zozo. Check out this sweet Kia Sorrento. Vegan green. Are you sure you want to do that?
So almond milk, bananas, spinach, and
Banana.
What I want to get is this trail horse, but I'm afraid to get peanut butter at places now because so many of them have upped their palm oil, and that's gonna destroy me.
I didn't realize I was standing in the drive-thru. There's two sides. This is super efficient.
As long as there's two people working.
No, one person can take two orders back and forth. It's like even more efficient than Chick-fil-A having the people walk to you to take your order with the tablets. So you get your coffee over here. What do you think you get over there?
Right?
She's going into the secret lair.
That's claustrophobic.
That's the overstop. It seems a little obsessive or excessive. I don't know those words to use. You came all the way from California to get coffee here? It's a smoothie bowl.
Depends.
I think Montana has like 39 different options of plates. I haven't even seen this one until now. This one's rustic. How can the menu be so big and the coffee place be so small? Get that one.
Drink tokens.
Get that one. Right there. You mean to tell me we got clickbaited?
I'm pretty sure. It does not say coffee anywhere on this menu.
They don't sell coffee?
They sell drinks with espresso in them.
You cannot have a sign that says friends don't let friends drink Starbucks and not have coffee.
I'm just saying it's not on the menu anywhere. Latte, Americano, chai latte, matcha latte, tea latte, tea.
Tea latte tea?
Tea latte, tea. It doesn't say anywhere about actual
Sorority?
coffee. Specialties, still no coffee. They sell bags of whole bean coffee.
You better brew that.
It says locally roast. So, I don't know what to tell you.
It's a moment of truth.
If they have regular coffee.
Are you just gonna do regular coffee? Let's see here.
Honey times hazelnut plus cinnamon.
Bananas, like frozen bananas,
Uh-huh.
and a little bit of ice and frat mix.
Can I do the 16-ounce banana frappe, but can I do almond milk with it?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Where's yours at?
Anything else for you guys?
Cereal. I tried to do it with cereal. It didn't work out like it was supposed to.
No, that was soy milk.
Soy milk, almond milk, oat milk, goat milk, milk. All right, so what we do? We got trail horse.
Trail horse for you. I got the banana frappe. And on the bottom, the kid got the ice caramel macchiato.
As a kid drink?
It says kids and specialties. So.
Oh, kids and special ice caramel macchiato.
Now they sell whole bean
I'm gonna need some bananas.
coffee blend though. That's so weird.
They sell it. They just don't brew it.
Yeah.
So you sell the coffee bean.
We do sell coffee beans, but you can take them home. And the reason we don't pre-grind them is because ours is
Probably should got a tiger's blood. I think that's what Liver King drank. Hey, kid.
Headphones in.
Try not to spill this drink, okay? Okay. I wonder where they get the luck from.
macchiato.
All right, that's
Macchiato.
Kid, this is for you. 2 hands. Thank you for not holding it. by the lid, sorry. That's for you. Ready? Don't hold it by the lid.
Is a banana frappe.
Banana frappe.
Almond milk. Yes. Make sure it's on me.
Banana frappe and then the trail horse.
Trail horse. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, first taste.
All right, kid, have you done your first taste? No. Okay, do your first taste. Don't pour it on you then. Is it good or is it really sweet? Is it good because it's really sweet? I don't want it. Okay, so I have the banana frappe with almond milk. Oh, we're blocking them. It's weird that it's a two-way thing because it's tiny. All right, you ready?
Thick. You like it?
It tastes like it should be ice cream.
I think there's little chunks of banana in there. But it's a good comparison to like Planet Smoothie, the Mountain Man. It misses the granola. I think they had crunchy granola. That would be a plus. But I can definitely taste the espresso shot.
Same. This is good.
Good mix. Hey, Ribbon. Oh, gotta go. Right there in Montana, because they had all these little tiny house coffee shops. Like they were pulling them on trailers pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the cost of entry.
Yeah.
It'd be a lower cost of entry and, you know, less overhead for the storefront. And, you know, even Starbucks. So we got a new Starbucks here, which I think has less seats.
Yeah.
And we actually went to a Starbucks somewhere that you couldn't even go inside.
No.
Like
So-
they're done with the whole enticing patrons to come in with ability to sit down and
Yeah.
free Wi-Fi.
Every time I exhale, since we're going into the wind, the hot breath hits my glasses and fogs up the bottom. Okay, so this next one says, I moved to Florida in the late 80s. There's a jet taking off. The sky looks crazy in the camera. So I moved to Florida in the late 80s and it was cheap to live here then. However, there weren't many high-paying jobs, mainly service-type jobs. The cost really started going up after the housing boom and bust in the early 2000s. Florida has its benefits and drawbacks. However, ultimately it's on you. If you're not happy where you are now, you probably won't be happy in Florida. There's quite a bit of difference in the various areas of Florida. Southeast Florida isn't like the Gulf Coast. Central Florida and the Panhandle have their own vibe too, which is fully accurate.
Positive energy,
Yeah.
but it's crazy because some people move because they have to,
Uh-huh.
whether it be a job or family or whatever, and they have to, and that may not necessarily produce the most positive energy,
Yeah.
especially if you're forced to move away from somewhere you really loved.
Yeah.
With that also, some people don't like the hotness
Yeah.
and the humidity. I would imagine if you like living in North Dakota, you probably wouldn't like living in Florida.
No.
Strangely enough.
Strange.
Just going out on a limb here.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that there's like two regrets. One possibly being not having gotten here sooner, but that's pretty much like everything else. Like, when's the best time to plant a tree? Well, yesterday,
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
And if you could have gotten here before, you would have probably done really well for yourself in regard to real estate.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And now we're in a cycle where all these condos behind us, none of them are new. So you got to think, if you would have gotten here and all these jets coming in and out of here, there's still plenty of money down here. So if you would have gotten here early, you would get in one of these condos newer, probably in the $200,000 to $300,000 range. Now they're $600,000 to $1 million plus.
That's what I was going to say. So there used to be a place we stayed at here. Every year we'd come visit with our moms. We'd bring the moms down. We'd come hang out for a week. And the place we stayed at, I started looking at it and I was like, you know, if we wanted to make a rental investment or something like that, we could buy one of these three bath condos and rent them out throughout the year. And when we wanted to come down, it's ours. We don't have to pay somebody else. And it was going for about $350,000 for a 3-bed, 3-bath, almost penthouse kind of condo here. That exact same floor plan, that exact same unit that nothing has been changed on it is now over $850,000.
The only thing that's changed is it's gotten older.
Yes, that's all that has changed.
And so the folks who got here early, they got the better price. Now, granted, income was lower back then. The market was completely different back then. Vacation virality was like, if you got in early and you had a rental property during the height of the pandemic, you probably killed it.
Yeah.
You probably killed it. But that was the time to get out, because unless you wanted to stay forever, now you're creeping up on the critical maintenance period of 15, 20, 25, 30 years, where everything's got to be replaced. At the same time,
the assessment fees are coming in, and
and the condo in Miami drawing attention to everybody that collapsed. Then, you know, now the folks that are here, they got to put the money in, and then that's going to have one hell of a shift on the market for the next 25, 30 years before, you know, it kind of levels back out and then they get hit again. So with that, the second regret would be if we did buy when we first got here. So like I said, some people end up relocating not by choice and then buying on a whim, or rather quickly, almost like an episode of House Hunters or Beach House Hunters or whatever. I'm only going to show you 3. You got to pick one, and neither one of them, that's all it does. Neither one of them checks all the boxes.
Nothing has everything.
And then you find out, oh, well, I don't really like this, I don't like that, I don't like the neighborhood, this, that, and the other. And so we would have probably regretted jumping into a purchase immediately, which would have more than likely been a condo, which I think is a money pit right now. And it's just too dangerous. It's no different than a timeshare, except for you're the only one footing the bill, opposed to splitting it 9,000 other ways.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the tourism, travel, traffic volume, interest has changed dramatically. And I don't care what the news says. They're over here trying to argue and debate about, was it a recession? Was it not a recession? Whether they describe it as a recession or not, the fact still remains the same. People still feel the same way. Money still comes in and goes out. Whether they put the label on it or not, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that they're having this argument.
It couldn't be a recession, because a recession helps those with lower incomes and lower spending abilities. And none of the people with lower incomes or lower spending abilities had any help in the last couple of years.
It's the anti-recession recession club. Next.
Sounds about accurate. I had to put my hands in my pocket. It's freezing.
It's not that cold.
My hand got cold. Hold on. Okay. This one says, Florida is great. Lived there for a total of 7 years. Too bad that things are getting out of hand with all the greed that is going on. There will be a breaking point and all goes down the drain as in 2008.
Yeah, similar to what, you know, we were just talking about. And there will be a breaking point. That breaking point could be for, we don't know what the breaking point is going to be. Is it going to be for the visitors, or is it going to be for the residents? Is it going to be for the temps or the permanent owners? Who's going to break first? You know, if the permanent resident owners break, we see distress sales, we see fire sales, we see mass liquidation, we see foreclosures and then short sales.
The question comes in, that's technically a great time to buy, but then do you want to buy in an area where it seems like it's going under?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one. And another reason why, if you're going to come, you might want to, you know, get acclimated with local government and what their thoughts and opinions are, plans for the future, because you know that could be a game changer.
Another one. This says, hi Kevin, I moved to Florida in '89. Fortunately, I bought my house shortly after for $67,500. It's now worth around $500,000.
Nice.
It's paid off, and I'm one of the lucky ones. I love Florida except for the hurricane scares, and so far I've been very lucky since I'm on the Gulf Coast. I've canceled all my insurance since they won't pay out anyway. The weather is great in the winter. Humidity in summer is hard, but keeps your skin plump and unwrinkled. To start here now would be very challenging because of home/rent prices, but there is no perfect place. Would love to keep you and Michelle here too.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
So,
That was Cheryl.
Cheryl. Let's see here. So somebody actually left a comment and they said that hurricanes are not, the amount of hurricanes in Florida are not increasing.
No.
And look, maybe they are, maybe they're not.
The tornadoes are.
Yeah. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not a scientist.
You're not Ryan Hall, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, look, maybe they're not, but maybe they are increasing in intensity. But they are definitely increasing in total dollars in repair and replacement costs.
Construction.
Yeah, because of inflation, because of, you know, everything costs more money. So, also, we're being told that there's more hurricanes to justify these insurance companies by pulling out and doing the things that they're doing. I don't trust anything. You know, if I don't see it with my, you know, believe half of what you see, none of what you hear. But the simple fact of the matter is that this is what it is. Hurricanes are a problem. Whether you're hit by one or you're paying homeowners insurance because of one, or even if you're not even remotely close to being hit by a hurricane, you're still subsidizing homeowners insurance no matter who your carrier is, because they carry that liability across the board.
True.
Next.
The wind is making my right ear hurt.
You want me to go over there?
No.
Block it?
No. This says, this is from Greg. Big Brother Kev, I admire you and Squirrel Tribe's courage. One thing about it, life is filled with chances and you never know unless you personally experience them firsthand. Just my thinking and my opinion, I could have been comfortable with that 100 or so acres of land that you all showed so many shows ago with the pond and all. That could have made me like a secluded homestead, and I would have had a nice garden, horses and goats and a few chickens, and I would have had fish there if I felt like fishing. I am a country boy and I love being out in the woods where I can breathe easier and won't have any immediate neighbors under me. Love you both. Be safe.
But I won't water to my name. Tide ain't coming yet. But I won't water to my name. I wanna drown inside this. I wanna drown inside this. Go down an eye, like I captain. I ain't never had a vibe this vibrant. And but also shiny with that 3-eye vision. Take this moment, I'ma die inside it. I am pariah, I am Mariah. Words they carry, don't trust the silence. Gotta fill it all up, like to my phone screen, ultraviolet. This ultraviolence, probably need more milk, but it all spilled. Sit with my guilt inside it. Temper, don't throw a tantrum. Throw words at random, make an anthem. Spin game like frisbee, make it happen. Acting I'm not trapped in the swelling wave. Tide ain't coming yet, but I want water to my name. Tide ain't coming yet, but I want water to my name. For a low tide, pray for a low tide. I pray for a low tide. I pray for a low tide. I play the role. I'm a people pleaser. Who I am got lost in the speaker.
So, yeah, I mean, we left not 100 acres, but we left 6+
Yeah.
to come here. We left 6,000 square feet to come here to 1,200, 1,400. Massive change, massive difference, but it's to each their own. It's the personal preference.
Yeah.
But it's also the different stages in your life.
Yeah.
Because depending, you know, I would assume, much like the folks, Charles and Diane, that were selling, they were not necessarily in the position to continue to maintain that amount of land.
And we might have been interested if we hadn't wanted to be so close to the beach, because it was not near the beach.
True.
So there's that.
Yeah.
All right, so this one says, I've lived in Florida most of my life. I'll never move. And I was kind of curious for the YouTube creators. What would happen if the internet and everything went down? What would you do then?
The same thing everybody else would do, because the internet runs the world. Next comment.
All right, hold on, I gotta let go of my ear. Next one says, I think I might have you beat on my move to Florida. At the time, I was back in MN, which is Minnesota.
Yeah.
For a couple of years, I had to get someplace warm and decided on Tampa in 1994. We rented a 26-foot truck and towed my car behind it. It was me and my teen daughter. We loved it then. We lived right on Clearwater Beach. The Gulf was our yard. You are so right, though. Salaries were ridiculously low, and after 2000, the housing prices began to rise. Nothing like this, though. We want to move back early next year and have seen prices on rentals and purchases triple in the last 2 years. It's absolutely crazy. I'm hoping we might see some sort of drop or at least level off. Like you were, we are in the Atlanta area and going to sell or donate most of everything.
Yeah, so we got to get our garage cleared out and cleaned out.
Yeah.
But we're also seeing an increase in volume in listings, an increase in time on the market and listings, an increase in volume for rental homes available. Drastic difference from 2022. And was it 22? Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
And some price reductions, and you saw one the other day, and it just keeps dropping the price.
Yeah.
By several tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So there will be a correction of some sort, but you know, can you time it? You know, probably not. That would be an impossible task to do. So you got to make the best choice and decision that works out for you and your family at that time.
Yeah.
And for us, that is exactly what we're doing right now.
Yep.
So thank you guys for watching the video, engaging in the video, leaving the great comments, and sharing with us your stories.
Yeah.
And walking the beach with us. Maybe the next time we come out here,
There will be a sun.
there will be sun.
There will be sun.
There will be
The
sun.
sun will come out tomorrow.
There will be sun. There may be
People.
less clothes. There'll be people. Maybe a drone. Get you guys some aerial shots.
That'd be nice.
And yeah, so see y'all later.
Bye. Nobody lives here. There's never any cars.
But they did all that work on it.
I know. So I don't know if it's all rentals or what.
Or
Nobody's rented it.
they had to do the work on it to get it back up to code, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, I would see a car go in and out every once in a while, but there's a BMW.
Huh. I mean, there's some chairs on the patios out there.
There's no lights on anyway. They do those year round though, I think.
That's kind of strange that there's nobody here. Ominous. 1998. We gotta check that one out. See what the deal is.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake friends gon' pop.